What up, guys? How you doing? How's it going? Just got a gym therapy. I don't know if you say all the time, take care of your body, so about takes care of you. That's the physical health. You be a gym rat, but don't forget about your mental health. Are you losing anxiety, depression upstairs? Are you letting go of your ex sexually, your child trauma? Balance yourself like best as possible, yin and yang. Hey, number one, welcome to life. How you doing? How's it going? If you're there. But yeah, it was a good day. So I go left for like an hour, maybe 2 hours tops. I don't think on the serial fast, like if you're gonna say this, if y'all homeless, and then you have people that are homeless slash zombies, addicts, and addiction. If you have, I know you have fur babies for companionship type of situation, but if your fur babies are not like people friendly, control your animals as best as possible. Because not, potentially your animal could bite somebody. From there, wise, call the cops, you're losing your fur baby. And from there, wise, you're going to put a victim to a soft story when they take your dog away because you knew your dog's aggressive type of situation. Which, it blows my mind that people, what's up, Shelly? How you doing? How you doing? How was your week? How's your weekend going? And I say respect, feel like the intent to be mindful of, hey, cool, my fur baby's not really nice, I try to control it as possible, put a muzzle on them. And not then, the day that your dog bites somebody, I have compassion for you guys and for the little one, but I don't feel sorry for you because we all know right from wrong type of situation. And I say respectfully because I'm in Seattle and the police come out at night, respectfully, and that's why, speaking of that, I gotta lock my doors just in case. Some zombies are cooked, they're gone, and they can walk up and try to open your door, So just, I pray for them, I have compassion for them, but I don't feel sorry for them, respect it, because if there's a will, there's a way, there's resources, but I get it, I comprehend it. Addiction wise, I don't have no personal experience. Respect when I say this. I might trigger people, but that's my job, my gift. I didn't become weak and hit rock bottom and then run for myself. Like in general, I ran for myself, and that's why I'm a single father to 8 kids. I lost 2 families because no one taught me about a healing journey, mental health. Talk to your partner, reach out for help. Not fucking man the fuck up. Keep the feelings to yourself. And there's still sabotage relationships. And when she gives you 1,000 chances, not 1,001, and she leaves you. Do what I did. Overage myself. Play the until it stops or boohoo me. But guess what? She gave you 1,000 chances. By the time, like, you're never more likely will be 1,000 chances. But here's the kicker: do not let it be years to be, because you do that one day at 1,001. But when will it be? 10 years from now? Finally, you leave. My number is 12 and 3 and 7. I give you 3 chances in general wise. Relations wise, to put fear in people, like, let's say I'm doing my one-on-one, people in Seattle on this, live podcast, and I ask you, hey, how long you been with your boyfriend, husband, but your father? 3 years. Rolling, that's the kicker. Oh yeah, time frame wise, as far as time frame wise, what you gonna call it? Let's say you say 3 years in toxic relationship. Cool, you ready to do 12? Why 12? That's one of my numbers. My first baby mom, 12 years too long. So you're 3 years in, you're ready to do 9 more? What? Fuck that. I ain't gonna do that. We all say the same shit. No, I won't. Fuck that. Say what you gotta say. And if we're still talking, yeah, 4 years, 5 years, hey, it's been 5 years now. 12 around the block. I thought you said you were gonna do it. What happened? Respectfully. And that's the worst addiction in the universe. The emotional, mental, spiritual trauma bonds. The worst, the other physical trauma bonds, all my tattoos. You're a zombie, addict, and addiction because to call you out, your God and your love is drugs, alcohol, pills. End of story. You can verbalize God, the universe. I'm like, cool. Go get high, go get drunk. What? Respectfully. I'm not doing that. Here's the best part. I'll call you out. Yo, sir, miss, king, queen. Do you have kids by chance? No. I'm a single father of kids. Why am I doing what you're doing? Respectfully. I should have been a zombie many years ago. Many years ago. Trust. But I put for myself many years ago. Why do I want to run from my feelings? I'm running in general wise, but I don't know what to do with them. No one taught me what to do with these feelings. But you know what I'll do? I'll work harder. Get more jobs and shit. Yeah, man made bullshit. In the universe, everyone loves you, shit, right? But you can't take care of your home. How's that working out for you? Respectfully, And once again, I learned the hard way, and that's what's the life podcast. I tell stories to pay it forward, so you don't become me and many of us. And I say this, nothing wrong with your belief. God, Buddha, Muhammad, nothing wrong with the belief. You are the problem. The person by your side, that's the problem. And you can both believe in God, the universe. But behind closed doors, toxic as fuck. How's that working out for you? The home is not the issue. God, Buddha, it's you two. You two as being, that's the issue, Which I don't miss none of those feelings. I hear this toxic relationships, my one-on-ones, people in Seattle, because my tattoo, they get their attention. And we started talking about it, and that time you're the whole version of myself. Always saying, I went through all that. I won't ever, capital E, ever go through that bullshit. I don't need a partner at all. I want a partner. Needing people is codependency. Only kids need adults for now. You was a kid, you became a teenager, a young adult, then you became an adult after household. You went to the Matrix and you gotta try to survive this shit, quote unquote. You can survive man-made stuff. Oh, thank you for the gift. Number one, respect. You can survive man-made bullshit, but what about home? I preach about home to everybody out there. How's everything at home? Why? Because everything starts from home. Every day, every night. Before you leave to work and we come back home, like, how is it? You know? Are you as good? Are you happy? You sad, depressed? You know? If you guys are toxic, for how much for longer? The question for everybody out there, for how much for longer you be miserable? To dread, you're going home, to be walking in eggshells, like, fuck, I gotta do a Maria. The fuck I do? The fuck I do? I won't ever do it. No adults? Fuck no. Look, I'm in Seattle. Taste the rainbow. Taste every culture, every nationality, every belief is here. All of it's here. So let's say I have a potential partner and she's toxic. I don't deal with toxicity. I just tell you off the rip, what? I don't deal with toxicity at all. You be toxic as associate friend, sure, but I'll just walk away. Remember, rejection. But tell you, this is my life. Why would I deal with toxicity? Respectfully, There's many people out here that are toxic, that are broken. Go chill with them. I don't recommend it. It'd be a bloodbath because none of you doing the healing journey. You're on a journey, not on a healing journey. Respectfully, So once again, for everybody out there, this is like podcast. It's for you guys. It's not for myself. I just tell stories to pay it forward, so you don't become me and many of us. And once again, nothing's wrong with your belief at all. But to call everybody out, just to forewarn you, you have to comprehend this. God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors, does not worry about anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. They don't worry about their exes, their past pain, their toxic love, child trauma. They don't worry about triggers, overthinking, reactive use, deflection, projection, gaslight, manipulation, trauma bonds, and the cherry on fucking top. What is it? Insomnia. What is insomnia? I don't miss that shit. I haven't had that for almost 6 years now. And I say respect that for me as one being the last 6 years of my life, the best years of my life. And nothing against my exes, my past pain, my toxic trauma, and the cherry top child trauma. Nothing against my parents, my family. They don't know this conversation at all. And they go to church. They believe in Jesus, God. But behind closed doors, as couples, toxic. Till this day, respectfully. That's why a lot of my family don't talk to me, because they know I do a live podcast and I'm not gonna. I know that's every fucking family out there. Dead the fuck ass. Every family out there. Behind closed doors, toxic as fuck. But in the universe, everybody loves you. The priest loves you. The universe loves you. Yeah. But as a couple, toxic as fuck. But yeah, a beautiful home, a mansion, $1 billion. Man-made bullshit can't talk to you at all. But yes, beautiful mansion. Beautiful car, Look at your bank account, $1 billion. Yeah. But how the fuck behind closed doors at your home, you're bitter and hateful, sad and depressed with your partner, we got $1 billion fucking dollars. What's up, busy? How you doing? Respectfully wise. That's miserable shit. That's why I tell people, I'm not mammy rich, dollar rich. Nah, I'm a single for 8 kids, scraping by, trying to financially maintain. But in God's universe, I'm the richest motherfucker out there. All my tattoos. I cut all the universe 2D to 10D, eventually at 20D. What? Teach me something about the healing journey, mental health. Your feelings. Teach me about you. I don't give a shit about nothing man-made. Because your car can't talk to me. Your home can't talk to me. Your job can't talk to me. Nothing man-made can't speak to me other than physical beings. And the AI, if you know how to use the AI correctly, respond and say this. Everybody with mental health issues, whatever question you have, I promise you 1,000, there's podcasts. I promise you that. Yeah, YouTube, there's so much resources. Ask the question, why am I sad? Why am I depressed? Why do breakups hurt? There's the question right there. But no, because now someone's speaking about it. The best part is this. You're hearing a podcast about breakups, right? And you can't speak to that person at all. You may potentially make a comment. They might respond if they respond. Let's say it's like a viral podcast, millions of followers. They probably won't respond to you because they have people commenting every which way. So they just do the pod session and that's it, But here's the kicker. They're talking about breakup, whatever, divorces, getting cheated on type of situation. But now you, behind the screen, are sad and depressed. How? Why? Make that shit make sense. What does it trigger? You should want to talk to yourself. Because all could be beings. Who is it? Whom is it with physical beings? And what is it? Just breakups. Okay, when you talk about breakups, who do you think of? Your ex-exes? Which one? The one that got away? The most recent one? Then what do you think about those feelings, you know? That's the shit. That's me as a being. I tell people, like, that's all my tattoos is. Get straight to the point to get your attention. Like, if you're sad and depressed, why? Why? You love your job. Cool. I just got to the gym. I love the gym. Fuck yeah, gym therapy. But once again, a lot of people go, once again, they're codependent of the gym. Yes, because that's your go-to. Why you're sad and depressed? Go to the gym. But here's the kicker scenario. Let's say you're at work and a customer triggers you. Your boss triggers you. But you just can't get up and leave and go to the gym. Nobody can. For the most part, you know, unless you have a badass job type of situation, you can. But majority of us can't. But you have to wait there and bite your tongue until you get out of work and then run to the gym to let all the anger issues, depression out. Yeah, go take it on the weights. Go for a run. Go for a jog. Cool. But after you're done jogging, after you're done working out, then what? What triggers all your negativity-wise, your negative feelings? You know, respectfully-wise. That's what I tell people every time. You should want to talk to yourself. If you want this healing journey, then tend to talk to yourself. Why and how do I feel the way I feel? I was cool. I was happy this morning. I was happy all day. Okay, so what took your energy? Who took your energy? It's all can be physical beings. And what? Your trauma, your anxiety. Yes, there's your feelings. There it is, man. Work on that. If you want to work on it, you don't have to. But I call you the fuck out. If you don't want to talk about your feelings, work on your feelings. Why even say love? Why you see relationships? I promise you 1,000. Because you're hurt like I was. Hurt people, heal people, we heal people. We got for warn. Yo, you're not ready for this. But go fall on your face. What? Go destroy them. I'm blunt. What? What do you want mom to destroy him? Because you're hurt. You're scared to be alone. Yes, the physical touch, I get it. For sure, lust, all that good shit. But go do that. And when it falls apart, it's not about being right. Let me know the outcome. I know the outcome. Because you're a little version of myself. I know energy. A lot of people get tricked. You don't know me. I don't have to know you as a physical being. I know energy. I see everyone's future. Go fall on your face. What? Go find your face. And when you cheat on your partner, you mistreat them, tell God to change your ways. And when you wake up the next morning and you're still a fuckboy fucker, you're still cheating, but you prayed on it. You told God to stop, you know, so you stop being a fuckboy fucker. He gave everybody with the same 2 free gifts every day above ground. What is it? Free will and choice. So what are you choosing? What are you doing? As a partner, what about your partner? What are they choosing? What are you doing? Everyone that bitches about your partner, why? And y'all praying for, you know, to God, the universe, for a sign. I've been saying for almost 6 years. A lot of people don't say this shit, which is it's amazing to me. All these like viral people, influencers, podcasters, counselors, therapists. Yo, for everybody out there to make it simple, black and white, because that's the way I think, that's the way I live as a being. The answer to life for the most part, you know, y'all bitching about your partners and shit, especially at home. That you want a miracle, a sign from God, the universe, it's the door. It's the door. What? I preach about doors. I have my neck tattoo. The doors of pain. Match and the rap artist. All these doors in your head. Who owns the door of pain? I already know the answer. It's your ex, your exes, your past pain, your toxic love, your trauma, and the cherry on top, your child trauma. How's that working out for you? But then you want love. You don't want to talk about that because you're scared to become vulnerable. But you want love. What will you do once again to call you out? What will you do with the person that you love now? That's your relationship with now, quote unquote. And they ask you the same question I just asked you. Will you crucify them and build walls and push them away because you need your space because that's personal. You can't become vulnerable, but you love them, but we can't talk about it. It's not going to work out. To forewarn you, especially the person, your partner, if they're doing the healing journey, they'll walk away. I'll walk away. I'll talk to you. I might give you 3 chances after that, babe. I love you, but it's a kicker. I love myself more. What? I don't deal with toxicity. I don't recommend this, but if I was you, I would date people like you that to trigger you, that are broken, that build walls, and you need your space. Go be with that. Go be with your twin, basically. Match the energy. And you're going to be in the same household. They're upstairs, you're downstairs, and you don't talk to each other, but you love each other. What the fuck? That is called toxic love. Been there, done that. Won't ever miss that bullshit. Hell fuck no. Respectfully, you know. That's like my first baby moms. First and last day like I, any girl from the ghetto hoods, I don't fuck with the ghetto hoods. Only with women that are doing the healing journey, preferably awakening woke journey. Because I'm not going to get a hood 1,000 on my tattoos. I'm not going to Spanish culture. Hispanic things Spanish 1,000. 99.99% of the Hispanic culture, well, I say Spanish culture, Hispanic, Latino Spaniards, they cannot teach me anything about the healing journey. They can say God, yes, go to church. I'll call you out, yo, God's not the issue. Church is not the issue. The Bible is not the issue. You are the issue. Especially among the male side. In the brown culture, not to put fear in the universe, you queens behind the screen. You want to brown boys that look like I do? Yo, just to put fear in you in the positive, 95% brown boys are fuck boys. And they love God and Jesus. They go every fucking Sunday. Bunch of motherfucking hypocrites. But go date them because they're beautiful, cosmetically pretty boys. Go date them. And when they fuck you over, no way. He fucked you over? That's crazy. How do you know that was going to happen? Respectfully, you know? I don't like people that harm and laugh at people with disabilities. Oh, well, yeah. Anyone, I keep it simple. Anyone that bullies anybody is not a good person. End of story. I don't give a shit what your belief is, because your belief is not the issue. You are bullying somebody with a disability-wise. Make this shit make sense. Animal. Facts, brother. Oh, 1,000. I keep it around real. I just tell stories to pay it forward. I'm not a victim. I'm not a warrior. I'm a survivor. That's the old version of myself. That's why the healing journey, victim mindset. The awakening journey, it's the warrior mindset. I believe I'm saying it right. Let me see my tattoos. Yeah, on the awakening journey, awakening journey is warrior mentality. Awakening journey is survivor mentality. And woke, we just tell stories. All my tattoos, what's a toxic relationship? I preach about doors, the potential to be. I tell the queens all the time. Check it out. The boys behind me, they won't tell you this conversation at all. They ain't forewarn you. If it doesn't work out, they give no fucks. As long as they get the lesson, that's it. Peace. I love you, God. I gotta go. I'm forewarning you. For both of us, that door's right there for what? The door's there for both of us. I can leave, you can leave. Can you handle rejection? 95% of the universe can't handle rejection. That's why I preach about this shit. What? You as one being can handle rejection. Because people think just because you get married, you believe in God, the universe, that your partner won't ever leave you. They won't fuck you over. Really? They forewarn you, put fear in you. They can. And that is their choice and free will. And they fuck you over. Now, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Because that is your choice and free will. You stay in to give them that chance, or be selfish and positive, man, which I recommend. Hey, I love you, babe, but I love myself more. I didn't cheat on you. I gave you everything. You know what? I gotta go. What? Learn from this. You gave up on us? No, you gave up on us by cheating on us. You cheating on our relationships. I gotta go. I love you, but I love myself more. So you gotta be selfish in a positive manner. If you don't got you, who got you? Your partner just fucked you over? Obviously, they don't got you, right? So the person in the mirror, it's you. Your kids don't got you. You know it's you. The universe? Yes, higher source. Emotional, mental, spiritually, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors. Emotional, mental, spiritually, they're always by your side, 24/7, 365. All of them are unconditional. I mean, they're all unconditional love every which way. So, you know.
Hey, what's up?
Huh?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing? How's it going?
You never heard of me? Seriously?
Cool.
You play my games.
Yo, respect these. I know this is a social media type of situation, but here's the kicker: for all you boys, they can't read a fucking title. Like my situation, I try to be like more like help be supportive of other people's live sessions, right? So anything that's like positive, there's so much negativity that's stupid, like black versus white, yellow versus purple, Christmas Muslim. I don't give a shit about man-made bullshit. That is nothing with the healing journey. Y'all believe higher source, right? And they a live podcast. A live session, right? And each other's throats. You believe in God, the universe, love, but you're at each other's throats in a fucking live session. It blows my fucking mind. Yeah, you're entertainers. You're gonna make a lot of money. Trust. Yeah, but here's the kicker. You're gonna bully each other, all these threats and bullshit. And the worst part is y'all have families for. I call it the fuck up. Why you even have families for? Why even say God? Why even say love? And when y'all get triggered, who the fuck are you? Oh, who am I? My face tattoo. It's right on my face. 1% woke. We're the referee judges of the universes. That's who I am. I'm forewarning you every which way. That's why me as a being, I only fuck with squares. Who are squares? All my tattoos, empathetic people. All you nice and astros, love, whatever you are, religious, spiritual, atheist. As long as you're an empathetic person, I'll rock with you. I know you can put into these conversations. I'll blow your fucking mind every which way. I keep it simple. Circles and zombies, respectfully, I'll be their associates. If they're not meant to be, I'll be the real support teams. As long as they're not too toxic, their environment's not toxic, I even call them a friend. To say girlfriend, fuck no. I don't deal with toxicity. Zero. Be toxic in bed as a couple, but not as partners. Nope. She's got kids, not her kids, my kids. No, I don't deal with toxicity because I'll walk away. I'll dead ass walk away. And I'll forewarn you. What? If you want to be ghetto and toxic bullshit, I'll walk the fuck away. And I'm not coming back. What? Learn from this. I'm not your exes that give chances. I don't I don't deal with toxicity. But once again, me as a being, I forewarn every potential to be, every potential. Like, yo, just to let you know, potential energy is strong for you. And on top of that, here's the kicker. You see my tattoos? All these tattoos might trigger you. The potential to be, I always send pictures. Yo, I'm gonna send you a picture of all my tattoos on my body that I have for now. I'm getting more. I'm gonna finish all my tattoos this year, and they're just words. I'm healing those universe. If any word on my body triggers you behind the screen through a text, it's not gonna work out. And they'll be like, we can try. Why do you want to try? Make that shit make sense. Blow my fucking mind. Why do you think it's gonna work out? On my side, I'm cool. I can handle rejection. We can physically exchange energy. Pure facts, 1,000 Izzy, which I'm gonna call it S06 intercourse, right? Cool, physically. But let's say you cheat on me. I don't care. That's your free one choice. I'm not crying. I'm not shedding tears. A zillion queens of the whole universe. Why would I cry about you? The mother of boys, in this lifetime, she's the last queen I will ever shed tears for. Ever shed tears for. I don't need a partner at all. Zero. That's called codependency. That's why y'all have heartbreaks. Why? Because you're still dealing with codependency-wise. You know, here's the kicker, like, you don't need your partner every which way. You want someone to match your energy. Love is consistent, straight as a fucking arrow, every which way. So if you have love by your side, you blessed. But you have two-sided, A and B, communication, comprehension. If it's only one-sided, communication, no comprehension, that's toxic love. And they will take your energy. That's why you don't want that by your side at all, because then, once again, stress is a killer. It's amazing what toxic relationships do to you, guys, when you actually start the healing journey and you break it down, like, damn, you both wasted all this time. Your love time feelings, you can't get it back. And that's why I'm going to get all those tats on my body, on my back, wise. To make it simple. Here's the best part. Nobody has to comprehend nobody at all. All my tattoos on my back, higher source, whatever your higher source is, and physical beings, everybody, all of us, what are we? Communication, and we're all messengers. Everybody plants seeds. Analogy, metaphor, poetry talk. Every conversation you have as a physical being, you watch TikTok, podcast, whatever, reels, I don't give a shit what it is. But you're reading something or hearing something, everybody plants seeds. Now, what will you do with the seed that's been planted? Because you heard it, you read it, it's in your brain, it's your mind now, right? Will you water it, observe it, study it, or let the seed die? And that is your choice, if you will. End of story. Nobody can undo comprehension for you. I can't let go for you. I cannot take this pain. I'm not God, the universe, Jesus. I can't take your pain from you. I'm a single father kids. I tell my kids all the time. I'm here for you every which way when you talk relationships. I will tell you what you're going through because you're the younger version of myself. I'll elaborate to the fullest. I'll blow your fucking mind. But you're the only one who can let go. I'm not stuck in no ex. You'll be stuck in potentially many exes to be. I don't want you to become myself or many of us out there. Because you don't need your partner. I know it hurts and it sucks. They cheat on you. They ghost you. They divorce you. They left you and it sucks, right? But here's the kicker. That is their choice, if you will. The idea that when they come back and they be like, oh, they said they're coming back. My neck tattoo, all your exes, is because God, the universe will always test you. They will always come back to your last day in breath to test you. You can be married, kids, and everything, and then you see your ex, and they become scared, bitter, hateful. How can you hate your ex, right? And you're married, have kids? Make that shit make sense because you haven't let go. You hold into that fucking pain every which way because that's your bubble. You're comfortable with that type of situation, so you can play a victim. They fucked me over. Yeah, they did. And many more to be, more likely, if you allow them to. What do you mean if I allow them to? You're the one dealing with toxicity. I'm not. That's what my situation next month, which is around the block. 4 years single. There were two potentials. It'd be nice to have a partner, right? But my situation, my energy is too strong every which way. Because a lot of queens, for the most part, empathetic-wise, yes. And they're the fixer trainer saviors. But here's the kicker, like, when you elaborate and try to hold that and guide them, I'm going to get triggered type of situation. And then there's the problem. What's the number one? Hey, welcome to life. Respectful-wise. And that's the shit. So in this lifetime, when you're doing the healing journey, more in the waking woke journey, just to forewarn you, you might not have a partner for too long. If they do, they might come be here for a little while and just leave. Because you know what? You're Mr. Know-It-All. I'm like, I know life and feelings. Mental health, the healing journey, I know that. But as far as everything else, man-made bullshit, I don't care about man-made things. Like the Super Bowl, cool. It's football. Here's the best part. All those people in the Super Bowl that got made all that money-wise, right? But I guarantee a lot of them, which I'm going to call it in toxic relationships, mental health issues, and potentially even zombies, addicts, and addiction. But yes, they're also football players. You're a badass worker. Yeah, but your job doesn't do drugs. You do drugs. Yeah, you're the zombie. End of story. You go to church. Church is not doing drugs. The Bible's not doing drugs. You are. That's why a lot of people get triggered the way they speak. I'm like, you just having excuses. Well, parents left me. Yes, I know child Trump sucks, right? And here's the kicker. That is their choice for people to leave. But don't worry, I got you. Everybody out there, your parents left you, I got you. Your deadbeat mother, deadbeat fathers, they cannot say God nor love. End of story. If that triggers them, that is my job. That's my, my gift. To get straight to the point. Why say love and you give up on your kids? Like my daughter is talking about, because that's what I tell my kids, like, that's the reason why, no one taught me this shit. No one taught me the healing journey until I was 39, right? So I reached out for help and guidance type of situation, right? And I had a real support team. So I said to my kids, your mom's at the first day, like on my tattoos. I don't mess no girl from the ghetto hoods at all. Once again, only she's a woman in the healing journey, preferably a waking woke journey, because I'm like in the ghetto hoods. She might get offended. That's where I'm from. Yeah, I'm from the ghetto hoods also, but I don't give a shit about the ghetto hoods. What's good about the ghetto hoods? What is it? Fucking nothing. There is no love in the ghetto hoods. Kids have more love than adults do. Common for now. Until those kids become, teenagers and young adults, and they don't ever leave the ghetto hoods, they become you. They become the bad boy, the bad girl, the fuck boy, the fuck girls, the bullies, the racists, potentially the zombies, the addicts, and addiction. I'm here in Seattle. Every weekend, shit's popping off because you go downtown Seattle and the south side, the clubs, the bars, the house parties, the streets. Yo, you got 3 energies in one building. Squares, circles, zombies. Whatchamacallit, what are you gonna do with that? If you're a square, empathetic person, the nice and natural, and just to forewarn you, you have to comprehend this. Because I make it simple, black and white. Why do you want to chill in the same house, the same roof, with a circle of zombies? Because the bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girls, the bullies, the racist, the zombies, the addicts and addiction, they're there for what? Toxic love and lust. They will sell you the biggest dream in the universe. They will tell you everything you want to hear. Blow your fucking mind. And magically you fall for them, right? And they fuck you over every which way. Or they use you for one-night stands. And respectfully, you will play the role with until stop. But they told me about God. Just because you meet someone at church, reads the Bible, they can know the Bible. They can know like Johnny Chang, know scriptures off the top of the dome type of situation. It does not make them a better person at all. I could be a therapist counselor. It don't make me a better person. It's a fucking man-made title. You gotta try to learn, do your healing journey and learn to comprehend energy. Energy is black and white, it's pathetic. Respect when I say that, that's for me. I'm just chilling. All that shit, I want God can judge. Everybody judges everybody. I get judged all the time. I want you to judge me. Judging people's communication, which is A. Now, can you be comprehension? Can you sit there and look at people without speaking to nobody? Just look at them. This is what I do all the time, to study there, because your eyes are the doors to your soul, your facial expressions, your tone of voice, your body language, your energy, the way you treat others, the way you treat yourself. That's, once again, it's so simple. Square, circle, zombies. That's the only categories that I see, energy, frequencies, and then the paths. Squares, we're loving the overall. Circle, zombies, all of them are toxic love. Toxic love and lust. All you squares are love and lust. So if you want to do opposite track, go find your face, respectfully. I know the outcome, but let me know the outcome. And when you do you wrong, they will take energy. And that's the part for everybody out there. You as a human being, can you control and protect your energy? Especially when you become one. And what's that? S06 intercourse. Everybody becomes one when you do that situation. But if they ghost you, yes, they use you for lust. They use you for your energy. They took that shit from you. Now what are you going to do with it? Become sad, depressed, bitter, and hateful? Because you got rejected? Yeah. But I promise you 1,000, if you were doing the healing journey, all the red flags were there. All that, if you don't, as a being, if you don't know how to date yourself, to learn what your boundaries are, your love language, your standards are, then learn from your exes, what's the shit you accepted? What's the shit you tolerated? Compromise, which me as a being, I don't recommend that bullshit. A lot of people will say, with your partners, because that's, you meet them the way they are type of situation, you should, accept them for who they are or compromise. Me as a being, I don't recommend that at all. Because, be like, I love everything about her, him, but you will always do the butt lines, but they're jealous, but they're crazy, but that's, yeah. Every butt line you use, in the beginning, you're okay with it, in the beginning. But down the road, it's gonna fucking egg you. It's gonna bother the fuck out of you. To the point, what? Babe, it's not you, it's me. I can't do this no matter what. You're just too jealous. You're too controlling. You wrote my cell phone. Everyone I talk to, you think I'm flirting. I'm just having a conversation, platonically wise. I'm not even passing boundaries. But I'm sorry that your ex-exes, they would talk to people and they would pass boundaries. And they would mostly cheat, potentially physically cheat. But here's the kicker: I'm not your ex-exes. That's why you're traumatized. So, you know, if you keep doing that, just let you know, I'm gonna probably leave. Well, just because of that, yes. I'm not your ex-exes. I know how you feel, because I used to feel like you a little bit. Not a lot of it, a little bit. Because me as a being, I'm not a jealous person. You know? And now, if I look to myself, fuck no. Like, what's jealousy? Deadass, like, your partner could do whatever they want if they pass boundaries and then respect your boundaries. What are you choosing? What are you doing? Sit to entertain, give them another chance, have the, you know, get fucking, seem like a little kid, give them a dog conversation. If you want to give chances, have a number. My number, just tell me, hey, I'll give you like 4 chances. You keep doing that, just let you at the 4th time, I will leave. I will deadass leave. Don't give a shit what's involved. What? I will leave. Just because of that? Yes. Those are my boundaries. I'm here. That or here's the kicker. You can calm the fuck out here. Or I could do reverse psychology. I can match your energy. What do you mean? So you're emotionally cheating, flirting, and bullshit. I'm gonna do the same shit with everybody. And don't say shit. No. Do not say shit. What I'm doing, what I'm doing, what you're doing, type of situation. Cause I match your energy. So if you don't like that bullshit, then stop doing your bullshit. I'll stop doing my bullshit. Or if you don't do none of that stress, I tell everybody, the door is right there. I preach about the door. It's right there. Why bitch? Why cry? Why stress? A zillion queens and kings of the whole universe. Why are you stressing about one? Is yes, when you have kids, it's a lot harder. Trust me. I lost 2 families. I make it sound so fucking easy because I had a real support team. I reached out for help. Once again, when I say respect to the fullest, none of my family from Washington State down to Mexico, back to Spain, the motherland, done 0. They can't teach me anything about my tattoos. Anything. The religious part, sure, Genesis, Adam and Eve, they could talk about it. Yeah, you know about the Bible stories, but behind closed doors, when y'all leave church to go home, y'all toxic as fuck as a couple still. So respect a bunch of hypocrites every which way. She goes to church because why? She prays, plan, hope, manifest that God universe will change her boyfriend's husband's way to stop being fuckboys, being emotionally, spiritually abusive, physically abusive. Yeah, to her and the kids, yeah. And he goes there to, like I used to feel good. You know what got her fucked up? I'm here at church, you know what? I'm hearing the stories, like, man, I just keep fucking up. But I have no one to physically talk to. That type of respect. You can pray about manifest like you want. Cool. God, universe, emotional, spiritual, they're always by your side to your last day in breath. 24/7, 365. That's why they're all unconditional love. We beings, physical beings, we're called what? Conditional love every which way, Conditional love. Because why? It's all transactional bullshit. Yo, God, check it out. If I pray more and, I'll do whatever, I'll volunteer, whatever. As long as you change my partner's ways and there's proof type of situation and you come clutch, you come through, I will do that. You will do it for now until the relationship falls apart again. Give up God, sorry, universe, ancestors. I was doing it, yeah, I stopped doing it, but now my boyfriend girl is still fucking around type of situation. Can you do it again? Transactional fucking love. That's not unconditional love. People start, especially more adults wise, when you start doing the healing journey, more awakening woke journey. Once again, I give you 1,000, all of me, mind, body, heart, and soul. But the forewarning queen, to let you know you want to fuck me over, that's your choice of free will. I will walk away. I will talk about it as adults, but just to forewarn you, there is no chances. You're emotionally cheating. Here's the kicker. If I was you, I would date people like you. Here's the kicker. You're A, I am B. Jaden Wilson, monogamy. It's you and I, and that's it. Love. But shut up. Y'all was emotionally cheating. I don't give a fuck if you look at guys, but you're staring at these guys like you never seen a man in your fucking life. So if I was you, I recommend doing this. Poly, open, benefits, situationships. We're friends. Do those relationships. And on top of that, control and protect your energy and your feelings. What? You can't do monogamy. Or once again, baby, if you want to, I will stay with you, but I will match energy every which way. Reverse psychology. What? You're fucking gawking staring? So am I. And don't say shit. Don't get mad. No, because I don't get mad. I just know that's wrong. Especially when you believe in God, the universe, but you're emotionally cheating. A bunch of people are fucking major fucking hypocrites. And that's why they all get triggered when I call them out. I'm like, yo, don't say God, don't say love. End of story. Who the fuck are you to judge me? Look at my tattoos on my face. That's who I am. If Jesus, God, the universe, physically speaking to you, he'll tell you the same shit. He don't cuss, I cuss. That's my choice of free will. Right? So, there it is. That's why boys hate me. Get the guilt trip, right? Queens love me / hate me because they hate hearing the truth. But I go, yo, queen, whenever you're ready to, that is your choice of free will to leave. And when you do leave, don't ever look back. What? Do not ever look back. He's an adult, quote unquote. Hey, number one, how you doing? Welcome to life. How's it going? What you gonna call it? He's an. I'm.
Sandra, what about you?
Oh, good, good. Thank you. Just doing a live podcast, talking about toxic relationships, co-parenting, mental health, the healing journey, all that great jazz. Especially if you're in toxic relationships, because the intent not to stay for too long, and that's why I tell the queens all the time, like if that's your boyfriend, that's an adult, quote unquote, right? The door is right there. You can leave whenever you want to. On top of that, like he stop being his mother, his father, his probation officer, his babysitter. Like go to that door. Don't ever look back. That's an adult. He probably has family and friends to take care of him, or sit there, babysit him, so he doesn't cheat. He doesn't, whatever past boundaries, etc. wise. And why you keep stressing about him? A zillion kings in the whole universe, or queens, whatever you're into. Why you stressing about one? Respectfully, I'm not saying like go into a relationship and body hop. No, but keep pushing forward. Do not deal with toxicity. Especially when you want love, quote unquote, and they offer toxic love. It's not gonna work out in your favor. Respectfully, So yeah.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I just came to warn you. If you see somebody named Big Smoke in your life, block his ass or report his ass because he's a pedo.
Okay, Big Smoke. Okay,
Like that ass.
thank you for the warning, Queen. If I see him, I'll definitely do that.
Yeah, because she's been following me to, chat room and shit like that. And it's like, fuck this shit. I'm not dealing with it.
Nah, definitely not.
I don't want you.
Yeah, well, remember this, like behind the screens, especially on the queen side, when it comes to like man versus woman, there's no such thing, especially in the cyber universe, because in the cyber universe, you queens have everyone after you, straight, gay, trans after you, right? So the situation is like, you got to be careful who you talk to, because they can act nice and talk about God, the universe, they love you, respect you, but they can be toxic as hell, or like you say, petty type of situation. You got to be very careful. So, as a forewarning. Yeah. Seattle, Washington. How about yourself?
I'm from Louisiana.
Oh, nice. How's it like out there? How's the people? How's the community?
It's okay. Oh my god, I can't fucking talk. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
you okay? Take your time. You're good. You have any plans? You have any super boring? Well, you can try to make your own fun. That's that people like, if you can make your own fun, go for walks, hikes, go to different cities, go for road trips, Yeah, man. Any plans to do this for the weekend, I'm asking?
I'm just doing a homegirl.
Okay, nice. Oh, yeah.
What about you?
Oh, meanwhile, I'll go live for another hour or so, and then from there, I'm from Eastern Washington, which is 3 hours away from Seattle. So I go home on the weekends, do co-parenting, see my kids, chill with them, and then 6 days back in Seattle. I work 2 jobs, so a lot of driving, a lot of working, co-parenting, and then I'll go live and do my one-on-ones. So yeah, just the same stories for the most part. Just mental health, toxic relationships, especially if you want love. Like I'm just telling stories to pay it forward. So you don't stay in a toxic relationship for too long, and then when you get older and you start your healing journey, like, man, I gave that person way too much of my time. Like, yeah, you did, but it's over now. The intent, you don't do it again. That's the intent not to. So I tell people like, which I'm gonna tell in my back, it's gonna say like, how many bodies are you going through to figure out what love is? How many tears are you shedding to figure out what love is? Respectfully. So you don't want to keep going through a lot of bodies to figure out what love is. But for the most part, a lot of people don't know this yet, but love starts from you, the person mirror first, and then people around you, because people come in your life and give you love, but then from also they can walk away whenever they want to, which is part of a rejection, because no one's got to stay. Which a lot of people don't understand that, like, just to warn you, they can walk away, what? They can ghost you, cheat on you, divorce you, leave you, whenever they want to. That's their choice of free will, So the situation when they do leave you, you know, how will you act? How will you respond? Or are you scared of that? You know. So as a forewarning, as a forewarning. But yeah.
Yeah, I like it. You go people. Like for real.
Oh, thank you, Queen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Queen. Likewise, I just tell stories. I'm just paying it forward, especially like more towards the Queen side because you're the ones that can have kiddos, and the overall a lot of you are in love and do want love. The downfall is like respect when I say this. You know, no one forewarns you. A lot of us don't comprehend what love is because if we knew what it was, we would not give people too many chances, and we'll walk away a long time ago. We don't sit there for half a year, or 5 years in, and now you're finally walking away. We should have walked away maybe like 6 months in, you know. So yeah, just paying it forward. Yeah. How you doing? How you doing? So I'm gonna pick it real fast.
The air you are breathing right now, it carries a story.
I'm sorry?
Babe, listen, Santorini.
I'm so confused with fixing damn glass.
You're confused about what? I'm sorry?
Like, look. I'm so confused with fixing damn glasses.
Oh, the glasses.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play this clip really fast, okay?
Stop begging people to stay. Stop trying to get your ex back. If they walked out and you didn't do anything wrong, stop trying to get your ex back, man. It leads down a bad path, and it creates a pattern in your future relationships because you're going to continue to do that. It's going to create a pattern in your life. Every time someone walks out, you're going to feel like you need to beg for them to stay, or you need to change yourself to allow them back into your life. If they do not want to be there for you and they don't accept you for who you are, and the way that you love, the way that you talk, the way that you laugh, the way that you go about your life is not good enough, fine, that's cool. It's going to hurt in the moment, but you're going to have to, at some point, have some self-respect for yourself and realize that, oh, well, this person just wasn't meant to be in my life. And, yeah, I loved them at one point, and one day I will not love them anymore.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, so what I do, Queen, is I play clips. So like me, I download people's clips and I pay it. I mean, I just push play and pay it forward. And the intent, like as they being behind the screen, right? The intent to talk to yourself, like, hey, why and how do I feel the way I feel? If you think about your ex, you think about your partner, like a lot of us, for the most part, if you have no healing journey, real support teams, you will always beg your ex or your partner to change their ways. Or if they leave you, you'll chase and beg them to come back, even though you bitch about them. But you're still scared to be alone. You're scared of the rejection part, and you give them another chance, you know? And that's the part that's how people, like, you do it for now, but in due time, whatchamacallit, don't stay for too long. And like my situation, I won't ever beg or chase an adult. I chase my kids and kids in general. Adults, no. Let's say if it's your partner, she wants to leave, that's a choice of her. She'd be like, you're not going to chase me? Why? You know, you fight for relationships, that's toxic as fuck. You're an adult, I'm an adult. If you want to leave, Queen, babe, the door's right there. That is your choice. If you want to, here's the best part. Where do you want to take you? What? Deadass? Like, what do you... I'm not going to chase you. I'm not begging. No, I don't deal with none of that bullshit. Boys and girls beg, chase, because they're just in a journey. No healing journey. They will pray, manifest to God, the universe. So your partner will change your ways to respect and say this is not factual. Because if God and the universe can do it for you, look at your toxic family. How your parents together, still miserable as fuck. Aunties, uncles, together miserable as fuck. Your abuelitos, grandparents, together miserable as fuck behind closed doors. And they pray but manifest. They do spirituality talk, rituals, everything. I've heard it all. I'm like, yeah. But as a couple, behind closed doors, toxic as fuck. How's that working out for them? So respectfully, which is a lot of religious, spiritual people, like God can't do for you, the universe can't do for you. What? I mean, God, the universe is not powerful. Yo, I love saying that to trigger people. What do you mean? But if you give me a chance, let me elaborate. Ready for it? I'm gonna get 10 on my back. I still have to do the correct wording. Why it's better than to say something like this? To say like, you know, every day above ground, we are all saved. What? Everyone's saved. The big word, all of us, all saved. When you choose to be the square on my tattoos, the square, the nice guy, the nice girl, the empathetic person. You choose to become unsaved when you choose to be the circle. The bad boy, the narcissistic person, the bad boy, the bad girl, the bully, the bad boy, the bad boy, the bad girl, the fuck boy, the fuck girl, the bully, the racist, the worst of all of us, the zombies, the addict and addiction, everyday bug round, which is your choice if you will, a premeditated choice, where you are not changing and choosing. And as I say, day by day baby steps. What? Today you fucked up. Tomorrow morning we wake up. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To be a square, to be a circle, to be a zombie. That is your choice if you will. Once again, as a being, I don't give a shit about nothing about man-made stuff. Categories, culture, religion. Religions can't talk to me. Culture can't talk to me. You can talk to me if you want to. That is your choice if you will. I'm not a Bible thumper. You have to. You have to talk to me. The word have is true. You should want to talk to me, but nobody has to. That's once again me as a being. A lot more on the Queen side. We're talking about Bible because they're trying to, a lot of them doing healing journey. They're trying, or they're doing it on the overall, but they keep choosing wrong. I go, well, Queen, there's a problem. Like, cool, you can do all the ayahuasca, praying, manifesting. That's cool. Nothing's wrong with you doing. It's just downfall is that you don't have energy yet. What? If you knew energy, trust me, you would not give people chances too much. If you do, you will walk away for the most part, and you will not feel guilty at all. Because that's an adult. That's not your kid. You go to the door, they can beg, they can physically cry, let them cry. You can handle rejection, they can. You realize boundaries, and they respect your boundaries. So why sit to entertain? For validation, because you want them to comprehend what you're trying to say. Nobody has to comprehend you. That is their choice, if you will. So I promise you 1,000, godly universe, if they were in your shoes, they'd walk away. It'd be cool. Less. I gotta go. What? Simple as that. Every which way. You cannot change people's minds. You can plant seeds, have a conversation, as long as they're patient enough to have this conversation, potentially. If not, it's not going to work in your favor. You're going to waste too much energy on the wrong people. And when you get older, trust me, everyone that gets older will say the same shit when you start the healing journey. Man, I wish I was younger. And then we blame my parents. I wish my parents should have taught better. Well, how can your parents teach you better if they was not taught better? Make that make sense? Because they don't know any better. They did the best they could, and that's it. With man-made bullshit. That's what it's gonna be out in the healing journey. We're the ones that that are trying. That's why as one being, when you start the healing journey, what are you trying to do? Which people they'll mention, but they don't really emphasize it. You're trying to make what? The generational cycle. So you stop being all your toxic family, and we started doing that. From there was a lot of people, your family think that you're crazy, you lost it, you're being mean. You think the man you call you think you're better than me. I'm like my family friends call me. I'm like, yo. When did I say I was better than you? You can do your healing journey whatever you want to. God can do for me. If God can do for you, why are you still in a toxic relationship? Why are you still a fuckboy fuck girl? Why are you still a zombie addict and addiction? But God can do it for you. Emotionally and spiritually, it's been done. Physically, you're the physical being living this life. It's human experience, and you're still fucking up. How's it working out for you, respectfully, So yeah, as a forewarning.
There's something very...
Oh, so when it comes to this conversation, like, masculine energy and feminine energy wise, which me personally wise, when I hear that, like a lot of people, they could be doing the healing engineer, right? But it's yin and yang, every which way. Masculine energy and feminine. On this side, I have feminine energy. On this side, I have masculine energy. So your feminine energy as a being, that's your empathetic traits, your empath traits, which is love, you're proud and humble, right? You're a good person, love, respect. Your narcissist trait, your masculine energy, the narcissist side about you, it says hate, narcissist, pride, ego, lust, greed, power, evil, and be jealous. Can you balance both sides, feminine and masculine energy, as one being? It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a garden of war, if you know what that means. But just add on me. And that's from Jordan Peterson. It's not his saying. Someone said it way before him, but he's the only one that, for the most part, says it a lot. I love that shit. It's the best analogy metaphor. Every which way. So everyone's stuck on this terminology. Like, yeah, you can say your feminine energy wise, your masculine energy. Say that terms, but in toxic relationships, both in toxic relationships. But you also preach about higher source, Buddha of the universe, masculine energy. I'm a divine. Say all the terminology, but behind closed doors, as a couple, you're toxic as fuck. So how's all your titles and terminology working out for you as a toxic couple? Make that shit make sense, respectfully. Man-made titles can't talk to you. I keep it simple, black and white. For anybody face to face behind screen, I say it all the time. Other than physical beings, and the AI, ask anything man-made for the rest of life. I'll even be nice to you. I'll even give you a hit. You can go to a library. But remember this. You can read all those books, A, communication. But if you have a question, you can't speak to beings nor the AI. Now you're stuck with what? You don't comprehend nothing, do you? But A, you did the communication, you know? So focus more energy on yourself as a being, do your healing journey, and then reach out for help. Reach out for help and guidance. People that have been doing this healing journey to guide for one you, especially if you guys want love. If not, they keep getting destroyed. Play the Robin stop story. Boo hoo me. They fucked me over. Yes, all men, all women hate each other. Just like be at each other's throats and claim higher source, but you at each other's throats. Toxic as fuck, respectfully.
There's something very, very important for women to understand, is that your purpose is to get married and have children. It's going to elicit a negative emotion, but this is a very fundamental truth about the feminine, is the feminine has a deeply spiritual sexual, which means that the creation of life is embodied through the physical. Your progression is going to be through the intimate relationships that you've created. The woman's embodiment of this eternal truth connection is manifested in relationship to the mother and the child. That there's a direct umbilical cord. If this is your aim, to fulfill that arc of your life in relationship to who you marry and the family you have, not only will you be fulfilled, you will ultimately achieve the potential and the kind of woman you dream of becoming. But if you remove the developmental process of character from family and children, you start to create the masculine representation of it as a woman, which is the highest form of betrayal.
So remember all those big ass words, how you articulate these words and shit. Like, do you believe getting married and having kids will make your life better? Maybe in the beginning, here and there, but when you all start stressing about the little one, here's the best part. When you're as a couple and you're mad at the baby because you both can't go to sleep, you're both exhausted, and you're playing hot potato with the baby. But I thought you said having married, getting married, having kids, a wife, husband will make your life better. Kids are a blessing, also a lesson. Especially if you're just in a journey, no healing journey, no conversations. Yeah, cuss out a kid, verbally, mentally, a baby. You believe in God, the universe, but you're pissed off at a kid like I was. No one warned you anything about this shit, and you wing life. I winged life till I was 39. So that's the shit. So don't fall for none of that bullshit. I tell everybody out there, like, yo, deadass, you like my own kids. Kids in marriage, wait till you're 30, 40 years old. Make sure you're established for yourself as one being, to potentially be there established, and maybe, potentially, now you can do a relationship, love, marriage, family, and kids. If you're both doing the healing journey and these conversations. If not, yo, I promise you 1,000, you're probably going to join the baby mom, baby father divorce club. Or do traditional ways and y'all stay together miserable as fuck. Miserable as fuck. For religion, culture, because your parents did it. You want to become out of your toxic family? Behind closed doors? I pray for you. I have compassion for you. I don't feel sorry for you because I was you. I go my day, go my life. Y'all bitching about each other once again, toxic relationships? The door is right there. There's the answer, the miracle from God, the universe, your ancestors. The door's right there. You can leave whenever you want to. And the deal when you do leave, when you go back, I don't recommend going back, but if you do, once again, you're stuck on the worst addiction in the universe, emotional, mental, spiritual trauma bonds. You need them in your life. You bitch about them, but you need them in your life. And then you kick them out, and then you chase them, get them back at the house. Yeah, that's the worst addiction in the fucking universe. A zillion queens and kings in the whole universe. It's just about one person. One person. You're scared to take a leap of faith, start your healing journey, and maybe down the road, meet a potential partner. They're doing the healing journey, and maybe y'all could do love and do these conversations. Y'all talk about the fuck out every which way to trigger people. In this lifetime, how many bodies are you going through to figure out what love is? How many tears are you shedding to figure out what love is? Respectfully, And once again, another thing people don't say a lot, which I'm gonna tell in my back, is gonna say to put free in a positive manner, to forewarn you, so you don't do all this, to give people, people too many chances. You don't waste too much time. It's gonna say you and I cannot get nor buy back what God, the Almighty, cannot get back to nobody. What is it? Love, time, feelings. When you comprehend that, why do you waste your love, your time, your feelings on wrong people around you, especially by your side as a partner? Make them make sense, respectfully, and that'll be tied my back. It mentioned I'll make shirts and hoodies. And the best part when I make my shirts and hoodies, basic as with my body will be on the shirts and hoodies, it'll trigger people. And I don't have to open my mouth at all. Until someone makes a comment, asks a question about my hoodie, like, who says that? That's wrong or that's triggering. Yeah, it is. I know it is. That's why I wear it. And and if it's tied to my body, I'll even show it's physically in my body. What do you mean? It's one of my tattoos. It's on my body. It's the bigger version of it. That's what got your attention. So now that we're talking about it, every time we see each other, you will know that that saying, that hoodie, what I was wearing, is tatted on my body, because I physically showed you it's tatted on my body. It's the bigger version of the shirt and hoodie. And when people say all the time, what do you want? But why do you want to trigger people? Because that is my job and that is my gift, to trigger your feelings. Not what we do with your feelings. And the best part, all these words in my body, my scars healed 95% of the universe and realms. These are your cuts and wounds. Either you're running from all you circle of zombies, you run from all these tattoos. No healing journey, no mental health. All these squares potential in the healing journey, you're trying to feel your feelings. If you can, in due time, comprehend to evolve in life so you can get your life back. And then when you detox from codependency, you won't feel afraid to be alone, scared to be alone at all. You know that people will come and go. And that is their choice to feel. You'll not beg at all. You can talk to them, etc. But you know that even they're leaving. You know, and when they do leave, do not question your self-worth. Like, if you gave your all, did your best, you did your best, you know? Don't question yourself with it all. That's how Queens all the time. Like, yo, Queens, miss, you did your part, man. You did your part, but it doesn't matter. You could give him, you give him a porn star, give him $1 billion. It's not you, it's him. You was ready for love. He was not ready for love. He said he was. Remember, there's a tell Queens all the time. This is not even my word. This is from a song, a hook. It says, which telling this from somewhere. If there's room for the bottom part, I'll add to it. Because I'm always like, in my head, I'm always expecting the universe to make this healing journey a lot simpler for everybody out there. But it says, just don't listen with your ears. I love you. Right? Scenario if I'm your boyfriend, right? And I'm emotionally cheating. You know, emotional spiritual abuse. I'm physically abused. I'm whooping your ass. I'm a fuck boy. Scenario. I'm cheating with your mother, best friend, and your cousin. And we go to church every Sunday. I'm a fucking hypocrite. So just don't listen with your ears. I love you. Listen with your eyes. Look what I'm doing wrong to you. You know, action, speak down the words. Every which way. Every which way. So when he says, I love you, yeah, he loves your body. He don't love you. And here's he says, I love you. These girls I'm fucking around with. There's no feelings. No, he should be saying this. I have love for you and many others. If I loved you, I would not be cheating on you. So once again, he verbally, I love you. No. Because if he believes in God, the universe, so do you. Would God be a fuckboy? Would Jesus be a fuckboy? Would the universe be a fuckboy, a fuck girl? That very much. So why do you allow that by your side? Why are you that? Because that's called your choice, if you will. Oh my gosh, lives are hard. Boo-hoo me, respectfully, you know?
You don't love yourself when someone else says horrible things to you. A part of you's always going to believe them. Yep. And so then it was like, okay, I don't want to believe these people. Mm-hmm. I don't want to agree with them on any level. I want to, and I want to figure out who I am. I want to learn who I am, and I don't want to feel like I'm fragile every time I leave the house because I'm so dependent on what other people think about me. Mm-hmm. So I just took a step back, and as Matthew would say, Matthew McConaughey, my co-star in Interstar, would say, I just kept living. And it's been a really cool journey. And I feel like I've arrived in a place where, maybe not every minute of every day, but way more than I used to. I have a tremendous amount of love and compassion for everyone else. And best of all, I have it for myself, which I've never enjoyed before.
When it comes to like movie stars and people, influencers and all, anyone that's violent on these platforms, like they can verbalize all this conversations, make it Mr. and Mrs. Positive. Fuck yeah, right? Remember this. Just don't listen with your ears. Listen with your eyes too. Action down the words every which way. A lot of people are like, motivation speakers, all this positive shit, God be. I've heard it all, but behind closed doors, watch them, observe the fuck out of them, especially with the partners. How are they truly behind closed doors? Because they can be Mr. Positive in the universe on social media. Yes, anyone can have a cell phone, record themselves, and go viral. But them as a couple, toxic as fuck, every which way. Make this shit make sense. A bunch of fucking hypocrites, So you can do all the glow up, do the healing journey, and then once again, you chose wrong, and they fucked you over again. And when people give you shit, which respect, they have the right to give you shit, right? Like, why do you keep choosing wrong? You bitch about all your exes, and you keep dating your exes just in your body. What do you mean? You just love toxic, don't you? You love toxicity. No, I don't. If you don't love toxicity, why the fuck do you keep choosing wrong? So when people tell you choose better, I'm gonna tell my baggage to say choose better. ... How can you choose better? If you don't know better, make them make sense. And when you blame your parents, well, my parents should have taught me better. How can your parents teach you better? If they was not taught better, make them make sense. And what's the answer? The generational cycle. That's why. They don't know. You don't know. Once again, why am I here? Get the fuck ass. Why do I do a live podcast? This is almost like 6 years doing this. I was doing this to my last day in breath. Until once again, these platforms, because I don't own them, they can boot me, ban me forever. I don't care. That's your truth for real. I can still, in Seattle. Once I'm here in Seattle, once again, my tattoos do the speaking for me. Until someone makes a comment, ask a question about my tattoos. Now we're talking about healing journey, mental health. A lot of queens, I don't know who they are. They're just walking the street to Seattle. They tear up and shit. They choke up. Cause I go straight to the point. I tell me, you don't need your partner. What? Look around you, Miss Queen. We're in Seattle. The only reason why you're speaking to you is my tattoos. I purposely done my tattoos as an intention to get his name for validation. It's to get your attention, and it got your attention. Now we're talking about him, right? And you just tell me about your toxic partner. So why do you have to go back to him? What? You can leave whenever you want to. I know it's gonna be scary. Trust me. I know it make it sound easy. If I was in your shoes, because I worked on myself, I walk away. I would have walked there a long time ago. I don't deal with toxicity. But once again, with you as one being, if you're gonna give potential partner chances, come up with a number: 1, 2, 20, 100, whatever. I don't recommend giving too many chances, because then they keep, once again, when they keep saying sorry, I tell my kids, I told them, I told you many sorries, right? But sorries, if I keep doing the same shit, right? Sorries don't mean shit. I'm doing the exact same thing. Sorry, like tell the queen. He says, "I'm sorry, babe. I fucked up. I love you and shit." But he keeps fucking you over, doing the same mistakes. That don't mean shit. Sorries don't fix shit at all, man. If he or she's authentically sorry, they're in the healing journey, not the validation, and they reach out to you. Yeah, you know what? I did fuck up. I know I verbalized many times, but now I know what I did to the fullest. I apologize. You have to forgive me. That's your choice if you will. But after you, I don't hurt nobody else again. That's a positive, So that's what the situation is like that clip that I just played a while. You're like on TikTok, which is beautiful. It's a very beautiful, powerful statement, and it's very, very factual. 1,000. I can tell how much you love yourself with the person by your side, and that's 1,000% very factual, every which way. Y'all talk shit like you bitch about your partner, especially queens. He's emotionally cheating. He's emotionally and spiritually abusing. He's physically. He's a fuck boy. And you love him. I talk to him all the time. That's why I love TikTok, man. Because some people always come with some viral ass shit, deep ass shit. Well, Queen, you said you love him, right? And you love yourself. You don't love yourself. What do you mean I don't love myself? You don't love yourself. Because if you love yourself, I promise you 1,000, you would have walked away a long time ago. You would not accept bullshit by your side. You would not feel guilty. So you don't love yourself. You have love for yourself. You don't love yourself. Respectfully. But church, God, you can say God's not going through it. Church, you are going through it. You both are. And for both of you, the door's right there. That's a miracle. That's a sign. What? Yeah, the door's been there since Adam and Eve's time. For everybody out there. But no one says that bullshit. So once again, that's the sign from the universe, God, whatever, your ancestors, whatever term you want to use. God, send me a sign so I can leave him. It's the door. It's like right there. So I type it out there. I preach about doors. Every day above ground, count every physical door you go through. Your car, your home, your job, the gym, wherever. Fucking, you could be in Dubai and fucking Mars, a spaceship, I don't care. Count every single door. But here's the best part. In a toxic relationship, you bitch about one door every morning, every night. Your fucking toxic household. Your toxic ass partner. So why, to call you out, why do you have to choose one to go back to the person you bitch about every morning, every night, to everybody, to the therapist, to the counselor, to God, the universe, your ancestors? You keep bitching about them. So what are you going to do about it? Sit there and entertain? God, do what I did? Because once again, overrating myself. A journey, no healing journey. And once again, my number is 12. 12, 7, and 3. 12, first baby mom, 12 years too long. So I walked away. No healing journey. I walked myself. I walked away type of situation. Get downfall in life, you make sacrifices. I sacrificed our 3 daughters type of situation, Shitty situation, but what's the kicker? In this mammoth world, can't do shit about it, can you? Right? So, thinking with the mother of a boy, 7 years. 7 years too long till she walked away. And it hurt. Fuck yeah, rejection hurts. I don't give a fuck how strong you are. It hurts like a motherfucker because of codependency. Especially when kids are involved. But once again, my situation after that, I reached out for help. May 3rd, 2020, I died. Not physically, on my tattoos. I would see how they'd be like, why you have the dates on it? Oh, it's my second baby mom, the mother of boys. Her name's right there above it when we started, and when she ended it. What do you mean she ended it? She walked away, literally walked away. At the time being, it hurt, but it was a blessing in disguise. That's why we started this healing journey. Yeah, we're a support team. Then I say a lot of shit that would trigger you. You have to fast. It's gonna hurt really fucking bad. They'd be like, yo, like I know you don't want to hear this, but it's a blessing in disguise. What? There's light at the end of the tunnel. I promise you that. What do you mean it's a blessing in disguise? And every time you can cuss me out. Like my real support team, they told me the same shit. You can cuss me out. I'm not going through what you're going through. This pain, I can't. I'm not God, the universe, Jesus. I can't take this pain from you, but I can hold you and guide you. I can tell you a story, you know? And that's the shit. And once again, I make it sound so easy. But, you know, real support teams, they pick you up when you're down. Breakups suck in the beginning, especially when they're real support teams. You can do all the therapy, counseling, A for effort. If the counselor therapist is not elaborating to the fullest, to every fucking fine detail for the most part, like, check it out. You don't need your partner, you want your partner. What? I know you feel like you need them, but that's codependency. That's why, if you want, go back to it. Like with my real support team, if you go back to her, give her a chance, I won't be surprised. You know, the idea that she stays strong and she gives no more chances at all. And you stay strong and you fall back to this healing journey, be alone. I'm here for you. But if you go back to her, I was you, you know? Jesus loves you and wants to hear your voice and give you peace. Believe on him and be saved. Yes, once again, God, Jesus, universe, and Buddha, whatever you believe in. Emotionally, spiritually, you've been saved. Once again, we're all saved every day above ground. You choose to become unsaved. On my tattoo, when you choose to be the circles and the zombies, which are my categories, my titles, right? That's all I see as a being, which is what? The bad boy, the bad girl, the fuck boy, the fuck girl, the bully, the racist. The worst of all of us, the zombies, the attitude addiction. You're unsaved. And that's just today. That's today. Now, what about tomorrow? I use myself as an example. Let's say Mr. Positive Day, a square, empathetic person, love, etc., kumbaya and shit, cool. And tomorrow morning, matter of fact, it's a new day, so when I go to sleep in a minute, and I wake up, you know what? Fuck the universe, fuck everybody. Now I'm be a circle. I'm gonna be a bad boy, fuck boy. I'm going to church. Act nice, not be nice, and tell her everything she wants to hear about the Bible, Jesus. God loves you. Jesus changed your ways. I'm gonna fucking destroy the fuck out of her. That's my choice, if you will. The third day I wake up, fuck everybody, fuck the universe, fuck these feelings. I'm about to become a zombie, an addict to addiction. I'm about to get high and drunk, and I love God, the universe, and that is my choice, if you will. Keep it simple. I keep it simple. Every day above ground, every being, whatever you want to call yourself. I heard every fucking term out there. Anaki, Starseed, I'm a follower. Say whatever you gotta say, whatever you believe you are. But once again, what are you choosing? What are you doing to be a square circle zombie every day above ground? Black and white, straight to the point. Because once again, nobody can do it for you but you. Real support to go hold you and guide you. Though once again, I'm a single father of kids. I cannot fix, change, or save any of my kids. Physically, yes, I can save them. If they have money, if I have money, financially I can save them, right? But emotionally, mentally, spiritually, I can't save them at all. You know? That's...
Hey, baby, yes, sir. Hey.
Sorry, guys. All these fucking boys and girls are trolls. Once again, that's a cyber universe every which way. But anyways, what you gonna call it? With my kids, and you guys in general, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, I can't save you. I'm not God. I'm not the universe. I can hold you and guide you. I can do that. Sorry, you. I get to... When it comes to toxic relationships, kids with co-parenting, yo, I can make it black and white, straight to the point. But remember this, I am doing A, communication, and B, comprehension, because I already comprehended. I went through it. I got 1,000 girlfriends or potential, and they all ghost me. That's their choice for will. I already know they can leave. My tattoos, I'm not their slave master. They're not my slave master. I'm not the slave. They're not my slave. For both of us, which is our choice for will, I can leave, they can leave. I already know that. 95% of the universe, you don't comprehend that yet. So you'll shed tears, and rejection will hurt you. And remember this, the universe does not stop because your emotion is down. You're having emotional breakdowns, anxiety attacks, depression. Cool. You become homeless over a breakup. Because it's the end of the world for you as one being. Because of codependent, because we're brainwashed that we need people in life. You do not need people in life at all. Only as a kid, like, once again, I get kids, my young kids, didn't meet the mother and their stepfather. For now, eventually the little kids, all 8 of them will grow up to be young adults. Leave the house, go into the Matrix, And I pray to survive. That's another subject, right? To forewarn you guys, right behind the screen, if you have no kids, you spell say this, you're blessed. Kids are blessed and also a lesson. Second of all, if you're suffering now with no kids, and you're not doing no healing journey, you have kids, if you're just in a journey, no healing journey, your kids will suffer more than you. And when they come to you, what are you going to tell them? It was toxic relationships, getting bullied and bullshit. We'll go to church, pray, believe in God. God will do it for you. The universe will do it for you. The ancestors say that. Is that factual? Emotionally, spiritually, yes. Physically, no. Once again, nobody can stop a bullet. No one could. You can try to prevent fights, but here's the kicker. It can trigger them still every which way and they still open your ass. But once again, me as a being, I can't be the fuck. I love to bully bullies. No bully is a good person. I don't give a shit what your belief is, because your belief's not the issue. You believe does not bully. You are the one that's bullying. And that's why, once again, as a being, if you're a scared, more empathetic person, positive energy, vibe with people like you or similar like you was. You'll have a better life on the overall, less stress in life. But if you want to do opposite track, because you see the good in people, and then fall for people, once again, like my old myself, fall, because everyone does what? Well, I'll pay the role to tell a sob story. Boo-hoo me, I can't see my kids, my ex destroyed me. I have no parents, yes, a bloodbath bullshit, but since you're hurt people, heal people. Just be the supportive. They're not trying to get feelings. Because remember that they're in a toxic situation. They're stuck in an ex. They live with the exes and, they like you, but they live with the ex. It's not going to work out in your favor. Oh, we don't do nothing. We're just, yeah, you can verbalize they ain't doing shit. How do you know they're not doing shit? Do you have that much trust and loyalty that they're not doing shit potential-wise? Cameras, all that shit. Like, why put yourself in a situation you like somebody, but they're involved with somebody else though? Or they live with the exes. There's nobody else out there that potentially single and they don't live with the ex. Respectfully.
Hey, listen, Santorini, we need this after our fight. A reset. Book it. And the designer bag. Make it special.
You want a reward after a violation.
Violation, Ethan, I was emotional. You know I didn't mean it. Just fix it. You're the man.
In that fight, you said you're broke. You said you're pathetic. You said I can replace you.
I was mad. I was hurt. You're holding words over my head. If you loved me, you'd let it go.
Love isn't a license. Respect is the currency here. You spent it like it was unlimited.
So what, I'm punished now?
It's not punishment, it's cause and effect. If an employee damages company property, they don't get a bonus. They get a reprimand.
Wow, so I'm an employee to you? You're so cold. Fine, I'll just cry and you'll feel guilty.
Tears don't change terms. You don't get rewards for violations.
All right there, that's toxic as fuck. When you and your partner are like, bumping heads and bullshit, and your partner wants, like, once again, that anyone that's transactional love, like conditional love, like, babe, whatever, if you love me, you buy me this. If you like all that that's man-made bullshit, yeah, that's called conditional love. That's not unconditional love, and that's toxic love every which way. Because they'll love you when you buy man-made bullshit, but if you don't man-made bullshit, they become a kid, have a tantrum, and be Spanish shit is more on the queen side, the female side, because when it comes to TLS intercourse, they run the show. If she's not in the mood, nothing's happening. And let's say you don't do nothing wrong on your side, and magically she gets in her feelings, shit still, things are still not happening, and that's the shit. But that's why, as beings, especially you guys both want love, which I recommend day one off the fucking rip. Like, ask him, you're in a healing journey? All right, what's that? Are you working on your mental health? Have you let your ex go type of situation? So let's say scenario, on my side's cool, I didn't trigger you, I said nothing wrong to you at all, but your boss triggers you, your ex triggers you, whomever triggers you. And let's say I want to, have TLS intercourse, but you're not in the mood. But I know that you're not in the mood because, not because of me, because your ex, because your mother, because the bully, because social media. So I get crucified and punished because somebody else hurt your feelings and you're not in the mood. Well, it's cool, I respect your boundaries, but here's the kicker. If you keep doing that, just to let you know, babe, down the road, my number's 3, I'll give you 3 chances, I'm gonna just walk away. What? I'm gonna walk away respectfully. Just because of that, yes, if I was you, I don't recommend this, but if I was you, I would date guys like you to trigger you that are broken. And then, so when someone triggers them, not you, someone else triggers them, they do the same, they match your energy, do the same shit, babe, you know what? I'm not, you want TLC? He's like, I'm not in the mood. What? I'm not in the mood right now. Maybe tomorrow or done, but I'm not in the mood. And you do the same shit, but I didn't do shit to you. Yeah. Well, how's that working out for you, That's once again, don't accept toxicity at all. If y'all want to do transactional love, prove your love with man-made bullshit, that is called toxic love. If that's your love languages with gifts on both sides, cool. That's why it's called love languages. But if it's transactional, every single time, it's all transactional bullshit. Well, babe, I'll lay down with you if you let me go out. If you, whatever the fuck, that's called transactional love. That's what I say all the time. Higher source and being, higher source, God, the universe, your ancestors, whatever term you want to use, they are all unconditional love. We beings are conditional love. Transactional bullshit. Only when you start your healing journey more on the awakening, especially woke journey, now we become unconditional love. Because we forewarn you, like, it's not going to work out. We try. We haven't even tried. It's not going to work out. I see energy. I can see a future in a positive manner. It's not going to work out. But if you want to try and you want to fall on your face, hurt your own feelings, I'm forewarning you, you're going to hurt your own feelings. And it's not about being right. I'm forewarning you. Look around you, man. There's many kings out there which way. But if you want to try, cool. Remember, your tears, not my tears, but we can talk about it. That is your choice. If you don't have to, build your walls, then cool. So be it, I remember this, when you tell people the truth, a lot of people call that bullying. You're being mean. Like, I tell queens all the time, you keep it 100, I will sell you a dream. I will tell you everything you want to hear, Keep it 1,000, I don't sell dreams. It's straight to the point. Like, yo, like, you're bitching about them. The door's right there, you know that, right? What? It's right there, Or let's say I'm on the street in Seattle, your queen, we're talking in Seattle, you complain about your partner. Why do you have to go back to him or her? Whatever they're into, right? You don't have nowhere else to go to, If not, then definitely figure it out. And when you leave, the sooner the better. And if you do leave, the deal is you don't go back. The forewarning. When I say this, before I push play, right? When it comes to Spanish culture, Hispanic, Latino, Spaniards, for the most part, a lot of us are religious, right? Be it no matter if they're Christians, Catholics, Jehovah's, Mormons, Pentecost, religion. Keep it simple, religion, right? So they always refer to the Bible. I always go back to the Bible. Always to the Bible. And I Spanish say this: Bible is not the issue. God's not the issue. The church is not the issue. It's the beings in the church that's the issue. Especially when, they're more on the queen side, when they get fucked over type of situation, they start somewhat of the healing journey. They're alone, and they dedicate all their energy and love. Time to God, which is okay. Nothing wrong with that. That's their belief. Beautiful as fuck. Nothing wrong with that. The downfall is when they choose wrong, and they get sold a dream. That's the problem. And I'm gonna call them out, but you don't understand energy. That's the problem. Yes, I know you met him in church. Yes, I know he knows the Bible, scripture, all that good shit. But how did he sell you a dream? How did he, take energy from you? What? Yeah, you gotta figure that out to the fullest. If not, you're gonna do a lot of shit in life, The
Bible, God blesses the poor. And I know on the other end, we're like, all right, well, I don't want to have to be poor for God to bless me, right? Okay, you could be poor in spirit, you could be poor in faith, you could be poor financially, right? But the thing is that when we're at our lowest, that's when we look for him the most. We start to look for answers. And if you had life just figured out, where you always had money in the bank, where you never had to go through any trials or tribulations, I honestly don't think that you would be able to, one, appreciate life and the good moments that it does have, because everything is a season. Tanto bueno como mal, it's just going to be a season, and it's very short-lived. The truth is, you have to go through the bad to be able to appreciate the good.
So what you're saying, for the most part, right, is factual. But I would say this because I worked on myself, right? Why am I doing this? Why am I here? What are my tattoos for? My face tattoo, I cut all the universes, 2D to 10D. I gotta add 20 to the Matrix. What? I call everybody the fuck out. Who says that? Show me, tag me any being that says it. I call everybody the fuck out. Man-made bullshit. I don't give a shit about man-made bullshit. I'm not debating about race, religion, politics, COVID. I don't give a shit about man-made conversations. I'll debate in a positive matter about mental health, feelings, teaching about you, because God's not a fuck boy. The universe is not a fuck girl. Your ancestors are not zombies, addicts, and addiction. You are. Let's do it about you. Oh shit, shots fired. It's personal. Yes, I respect your boundaries. You're scared to verbalize it and become vulnerable. There's the problem. God's not the, once again, black and white. So that's why, you know, what you're saying for the most part, traditional ways is true, right? But here's the kicker. Why did I do my healing journey almost 6 years ago, right? And reached out for help. Social media type of situation. Now I tell stories. That's what I made about the universe almost 6 years ago. Yo, God, universe. When I figured out this healing journey, because it's highly impossible that nobody knows the answers to life. It's highly impossible. Or if anyone's close enough, I'm okay with close enough, and I'll research more. And that's why I keep it simple, you know?
Jimmy would appreciate the good.
Sorry. To keep it simple, wise, right? Whatchamacallit, some people, you know, all these tattoos, you know, on my conversation, like, or why don't you write a book? I'm like, respect when I say this, and if anyone has screen, if you're writing books, I'm not knocking you. Please write your books. Me is to be on top people like, yo, for the most part, with anyone, if your book's about like getting your ass kicked by your parents, especially your mom, your dad's side, for no reason, and your church for no reason, respect a bunch of hypocrites, you're telling my story. Bullet and bullshit, you're telling my story. Toxic relationship, you're telling my story. It's not like maybe not word for word, but a lot of us have very similar stories, especially toxic relationships, every which way. And you stay for too long, right? Yeah. And then you become bitter hateful because, yeah, you did stay too long. Yo, God, I went to church, read the Bible, etc. I did everything correctly, best as possible. So how did I get fucked over? How did you allow me to get fucked over? And once again, if you're a square, analogy matter for religious talk, you're loved. You're heaven on earth. I keep it simple as fuck. And you want to circle of zombies? They're toxic love, hell on earth. You're God disciples, that's Lucifer's disciples, the devil, Satan. And you love them. How's that working out for you, you know? What is the thought process of getting so many tattoos, my guy? Oh, simple. It's called the healing journey, mental health. All my tattoos is a modern day Bible, straight to the point. Straight to the point. If any tattoo in my body, any word triggers you, and it hurts your feelings, that's my job, that's my gift. Now, what will you do with your feelings? And the cherry on top, the word feelings does not have feelings at all. No petty little word in the universe has feelings. What does that mean? Let me elaborate. Sad, will ever feel sad. Breakups, do not worry about breakups. The healing journey does not worry about the healing journey, and so on and so on. We weak beings attach our feelings to these words and give power and weight every which way. That's how my tattoos for a reason. That's why I see I'm famous with my tattoos. Not because me as a being. Because people, oh man, you look deceiving. Not gonna lie, bro. Are you fine? I'm blessed every which way. Every which way. Are you okay? Once again, 95% of the universe, you guys are like I was. My tattoo, money tattoos up here says, like I was. 95% of the universe, you're broken, codependent, scared to be alone, abandonment issues. You are looking for love and happiness in people and man-made BS. All you're doing is buying bands so you cut to move your mansion, your head. The answer to life is a person in the mirror. All you ever needed was you, the end. So once again, 95% of the universe, it's a high number to put fear in people. You worry about what? Rejection. Anyone can say no to you. They can say yes and still fuck you over, still cheat on you, and they believe in God, the universe. Their belief is not the issue. They are the issue. End of story, you know? So why do you deal with toxicity every which way? I don't recommend it, you know? So in the Spanish culture, when I say this, Hispanic, Latino Spaniards, 99.99%, almost 100%, they cannot teach me anything I talk about. Because they're too codependent. Once again, their belief is not the issue. God, I tell them, yo, king, queen, God's not the issue. The Bible is not the issue. You are the issue. The person by your side, that's the issue. End of story. Now, what will you do? Both in a toxic relationship, what will you do about it? Keep going to church, therapy, counseling. You can do all that man-made bullshit. But no matter what, he's still fucking you over. And you love him. Yeah, I know you love him. He verbalizes, I love you, but he's fucking you over. Just don't listen with your ears. Listen with your eyes, too. I actually spell the words every which way, but no. God, the universe will change. I know, I used to be you. You're the over myself. You know, you pray, but how manifest that one day, magically, God, the universe will wake up your partner, and he will love you like he will love you like you loved him. How's that working out for you? And that one day, when will it happen? When will that magic, that one day, 5, 10, 20 years from now, 30 years, 50 years from now, now he loves you, but before 50 years, he's a fuckboy, body having the whole face. He's got 20 kids out there, and now he loves you. Yeah. He wasted 20 years, 20 years of your life. Yeah. And you can't get it back. You can't buy it back. God can't get back to nobody. and people get treated God's not powerful. Well, keep it simple. Today's Saturday. Hey God, the universe, my ancestors, Buddha, Muhammad, can you give me Friday back? All I ask from you, just simple. I just want Friday. What was that? Crickets? Oh, it's Saturday? Oh shit, it's Saturday. There it is. End of story. No debates. No years of therapy counseling. Nobody can get yesterday back. That's why yesterday is called the past. It's written. Tomorrow, aka Sunday, is the future. It hasn't happened. I might not wake up tomorrow. Keep it today, that now the present best as possible. Every which way, you might have a better outcome in life. Especially have your support teams, you know? So once again, my situation, I would just tell stories to pay it forward so you don't stay too long. You don't give people too many chances. Especially you want love. God's not suffering, you're suffering. End of story. Why do you allow yourself to suffer? You know, respectfully. Once again, for everybody out there. So I don't recommend, but that's on you, not on I, respectfully.
This emotional affair had been all over text messages, some of which turned out to be rather graphic. When I got home late, my wife came out wanting to know who I was talking to. I told her she didn't want to see it and deleted the messages, but did tell her who it was. She immediately told me she wanted a divorce. I started seeing a therapist once a week and have been pouring all my love out on her, and she has been well receiving it. Well, last night my wife somehow restored the messages on my phone while I was asleep and blew up, which is reasonable, but she's stuck on the divorce thing again. And I have had no contact with this woman for 2 weeks. Is she overreacting?
When you are in the seat of the betrayer, words like overreacting, they don't get to come out of your mouth. You overreacted. You broke the vows. First of all, 2 weeks is approximately enough time to watch a show on Netflix, not repair anything. So overreaction, absolutely not. If the deleted messages were seen again, you can make this work for you by saying, okay, now it's out. So what more do you need to know? Bring out the text messages. What else do you need to know? And let her then decide how she wants to proceed. Your job is to, for a while, work on yourself and let her dictate the way this road is going to go for a little bit. Me and Laura are big proponents of being fully honest right away. Anything less than that is just prolonged pain that you don't really have to deal with.
There's trust to be built,
Yes.
and there's a lot of conversation to be had for her to feel safe again. And so it might only been emotional, but knowing that your spouse has been talking to another person about intimate things and graphic things, as he put it, that's going to take a lot.
All my tattoos, black and white. So A and B, Jada and Will Smith, monogamy, you and I, we love each other, but we have problems now, right? So she's the housewife, everything's from home, and then goes to where? Fucking work, especially when you have like a lot of coworkers and customers and shit, right? So then you have the housewife, right? You're bitching about your partner. Then you have the work wife, the work husband. And nowadays, all my tattoos, social media. I got my social media wives. I got my IG wife. I got my Beagle wife. I got wives everywhere. That's why it's called emotional cheating. Everything starts with feelings first. He's not control and protect them at all. Then it goes to emotional cheating. Then it goes to the phone, social media, third party. And then it goes to the physical cheating. And then you cheat on your partner, right? Emotionally, spiritually, and physically. But you claim to love God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual ancestors. And then you blame who? My tattoo on my neck, the devil, Lucifer, Satan. I have a little angel for God, the universe. Both of them every day bug on. They whisper in my ear in everyone's fucking ears. But here's the kicker. What are you choosing? What are you doing? Every being has the same two fucking gifts. What's it called? Free will and choice. So you chose to cheat on your partner. And you just said, well, the devil made me do it. The devil might have planted a seed. But he's like, yo, I thought we watch the movie. I mean, the series on Netflix and many apps and shit. It's called Lucifer. Watch it. It even says it on there. Yo, I'm not God. I'm not Jesus. Yeah, I'm the devil. I could be in multiple spots at one time. Not every fucking part of the universe. I'm not him. All these humans blame me for their fuck-ups. I'll take some of it. I will not take all of it. I'm not Jesus. I'm not God. I cannot be everywhere. So, once again, on my tattoos, every day above ground, you as one being, what are you choosing? What are you doing? To be the square, the nice guy, nice girl, empathetic person, godly, whatever your higher source is, or to be a circle. All my tattoos, the bad boy, the bad girl, the fuck boy, the fuck girl, the bully, the racist, then the worst of all of us, the zombies, the addicts, and addiction. So what are you? A square, circle, or zombie? End of story. I keep it simple, black and white. I don't give a shit about race, religion, culture. It doesn't matter to me, because your culture can't talk to me. You're white. You're the category. White can't talk to me. You can talk to me as a physical being. So what are you? A square? Square? We're talking about vibing. Even if the church, you'll still talk. You'll sit here and it's gonna hurt. You might shed tears. Yeah. Circle zombies. There is no healing journey. It's only a journey. They're entertainers. All my tattoos for a reason. And that's why myself as a being, I'm always trying to dissect the universe to make it more black and white, to trigger people's feelings, to go deep and cut you deep with words, to remind, because when you hear it, love it or hate it, you heard the words, it's in your fucking head. So all you circle zombies, to trigger you, you're all good for what? Recreational use. That's it. You cannot say love. You're toxic love and lust. Squares are love and lust. End of story. So if you're a square and you want love, only fucking vibe with squares. But if magically, because you think you're a fixture, change, and savior, you want to fuck with circle of zombies, I pray for you. I have compassion for you. I don't feel sorry for you. You're the old version of myself. Nobody is God or Jesus in the universe at all. You cannot fix, change, or save anyone in the universe. You can save them once again. Physically, you can save people. If you have money, financially, you can save people. You see all this shit, TikToks and IG, they have money and status, and they help people in the streets. Yeah, you saved them physically. You got them a home. You gave them money financially. You cannot save them. You cannot save them emotionally and spiritually as a being. That is there. All my tattoos on my neck. They don't know how to go. Their exes, their past pain, their toxic love, trauma, their child trauma. They still have anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues, deflection, projection, gaslighting, manipulation, trauma, and entrapment, insomnia. And they also have triggers, overthinking, reactive abuse. All my tattoos. So you cannot save nobody. I'm singing for your kids. I cannot save my kids emotionally and spiritually. But what can we do for everybody out there? Guaranteed 1,000. We can heal, guide, support, uplift, or show my love to each other. Yes, we can do that. Every which way. But remember this, face-to-face behind the screen, you pick them up, you made them feel good. Whoops, sorry guys, dropped you. You made them feel good, but when you go your way, you're blessed. When they go their way, they're the one dealing with all anxiety, depression, stuck on their exes, insomnia and bullshit. They're staring at the eyelids and the ceiling, and they're stressed about time, and they gotta go to work, and they don't know why. Why can't I just go to sleep? Because you don't have control your energy and your feelings at all. You're so unregulated, it's crazy, because it triggers. Because it triggers. That's what the intention you want to talk to yourself. What triggers my energy? Like my negative energy, my feelings and stuff. Who's taking it from me? You know? If not, you're going to be there for many years to be struggling every which way. As a forewarning. Oh, this is kind of like like your mother and father. Yeah, that's right. Your mother and father. Yeah. All you fucking bullies that like I hoodlum and shit. Your mother and father. Yeah. All my tattoos. I love to bully bullies. This is all you bullies, cyber bullies, keyboard trolls. Your mother should have swallowed you. The universe, would be better without you. I think I have enough space. I'm gonna put my put on there. You know, your fuck ups. If you don't ever start your healing journey, you will always be a fuck up. End of story. Pretty mean, right? That's my narcissist traits. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a garden of war. What does that mean? I control my narcissist traits. And when I gotta use them, I don't hold back. I love to bully bullies. I will traumatize the fuck out of you. To the point you want to get physical with me, point off my dome. All my tattoos for a reason. On my back for a reason. It says a monkey can fight another monkey. A monkey can pull a trigger, but can a monkey speak? So are you a weak narcissistic monkey, or are you a strong empathetic being? Use your words. Words can dip a knife. Respectfully, tat him up back. Anyone who does verbal physical threats, I just call you monkeys. Tattoos right here, vertically it says monkeys, zoos, jails, prisons. So all you monkeys that do verbal physical threats, you should be in zoos. But you cannot put a human in a zoo because that's inhumane. So you have jails and prisons. And y'all love God of the universe and you're catching cases. But the devil was in me. The devil did not put a gun to your head. That was your choice because your triggers. All my tattoos. And see how they be like, why do you have a stoplight? Oh, I'm happy I got your attention. These tattoos triggers. Red light, I'm bothered. That's called a trigger. Yellow light, I'm angered. You're angry. That's still triggered. Pride and ego, your narcissist traits. Go out if you can. If no one's physically detaining you, no one's got a gun to your head, the door is right there. Leave. Or pride and ego, narcissist traits. Everyone got the same shit. Stay there. You hit the green light. Now you're triggered. You built hatred. The devil will come out of you. Hatred is that spawn points voluntarily, but you love God, the universe, and how my tattoos. You can become Cain and take your brother Abel out emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, physically, because you got triggered by petty little words, feelings, conversations, truth. A premeditated choice. How? Why? Black and white. Who says anything I'm saying? No one really says the shit that I'm saying at all. I've been waiting for almost, respect me to say this, for almost 6 years. All these platforms, all these resources, and people have been the healing journey forever. Respectfully, my healing journey, I say healing journey to get your attention. I'm healed. There is no more healing for me to do. I let everybody go. I comprehend why I suffered every which way. Why everyone suffers. And one big ass phrase for everybody out there is 3 fucking words. The generational cycle. The big word all of us are stuck on that bullshit initially. Initially. When you start your healing journey, little by little, you would detox from all this codependency bullshit. You know that you don't need people. Your family, yeah, they cut you off, so be it. Blood makes you related. Blood's not thicker than water. It's my time in my neck. On the back of my neck, it says, if I remember correctly, well, I have so many tattoos on my body. It says, yeah, blood makes you related. Blood's not thicker than water. You know, your vibe will attract your tribe, your spiritual familia. End of story. What? Like, yeah, I got hella family, but not no more really, because they cut me off or I cut them off because I pushed everybody away, vice versa. Like, I want to feel this healing, mental health and shit. Anyone does the body hopping, hope you go through breakups and move the fuck on right away because you're broke. Inside you're broken, Nagilas. You are scared to be alone, abandonment issues. And you think you can fix yourself with the body by your side? Highly impossible. Only if you're both in the healing journey and you're both trying to do, conversations, potentially, maybe it could work out. Maybe it could work out. If not, go through all the bodies you want. And when it falls apart, what? Who are you gonna blame? Blame her, blame her. Blame both yourselves. You don't know anything conversation about healing journey. We go to church. Excuse me. Once again, church is not the issue. The Bible is not the issue. God, the universe, it's not, they aren't the issue. You are the issue. You as toxic couples, behind closed doors, you are the fucking issue. For both of you, what are you going to do about it? Start the healing journey. Talk about it. Give it the chances. God can do it for us. God gave, once again, every day above ground, you both have what? Same 2 gifts. Free one choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? Your partner, y'all bitching about. What are they choosing? What are they doing? Yeah, respectfully. And remember that this once again, you can't see what I see when I push play, right? There's the kicker. So you hear it, but now you do the imagination station. It's in your head, right? So everyone talks relationships to forewarn you. This is a forewarning. That's why you have all these resources and bullshit. And your relationship's toxic as fuck, especially if it becomes physically abusive. Shit's cooked when they warn you, babe. If I can have you, nobody can have you. You can be a fucking TikTok story, local news. Maybe in the next lifetime, you do your healing journey, reach out for help, and you don't stay for too long. And this is for, Spanish say this, if you have no kids, you blessed. If kids are blessed and also lesson. If you are suffering toxic relations with no kids, why would you want to bring a kid in the universe? Yeah, the little one make you feel good for now. And remember this, the baby is not going through a toxic relationship. You two as a couple is toxic as fuck going through the situation, So, situation once again, you don't want to be that, like my situation. I got 8 kids, but potentially one of them or 2 of them could go through the situation, and I get the phone call that they're not physically here no more because a part of the 2 toxic, 2 narcissistic, took them out. Literally took them out. It'll hurt, probably shed tears, but I already know the outcome. But that's why, remember this, you can save your kids physically, money financially, emotionally, and spiritually. No, you can't, because what they're like, more likely will go back. And that's why I'm gonna do this plant seed, tell a story like, you deserve better. They want to change the ways, not ready, at least not with you, maybe with somebody else or with themselves, but, walk away. So, anyways, let me play this clip really fast because I'm getting tired. It says, a mother's griefs after learning her daughter was murked by her boyfriend, So, yeah. As a forewarning, once again, like, get your tissue box, if it triggers you and shit, it's a warning, because it could be you, or once again, it could be you and down the road when you're having kids and that happened to your little one. You ready for that phone call, or officers roll up to you looking for you to want to talk to you type of situation? Yeah, it's, you know, it's not typically a good situation on the overall as a warning.
Where are the children right now? Where are the children right now?
They're in the daycare. Supposedly she takes them in the morning.
What daycare?
Huh?
What daycare?
It's on the Hen's House Road where I work.
Okay.
Is she okay?
Unfortunately, your daughter's found deceased. Let's sit down. Let's sit down. Let's sit down. Let's sit down. I know, it's okay. Just sit down. Just sit down. Just sit down. Just sit down. Okay. Okay, just sit down. All right, I'll be all right. You're right. Hey, just squeeze my hand. Just squeeze my hand. Just squeeze my hand. It'll be okay. Just stay sitting. Stay sitting.
What happened? Mommy.
You're at school.
In the car. Both of them. Okay, what happened? What happened? There was an incident between both. Mommy.
All right.
Mommy.
What's your name?
What happened? My name's Shashira.
We'll tell you what happened in a bit, but just give us some time, okay? Yeah.
Mommy.
I got it, don't worry.
We're coming. Mommy. Breathe. Mommy. Mom. Please. Mommy, please breathe. Please breathe. I know, Mommy. Just the one that's on call. I know, Mommy. Yeah. Oh my God, no. Yeah. Mommy, please breathe. No,
Yeah, I'm good here.
Mommy. Mommy, please. My other sister is on her way. Okay. Her name's Kimberly.
What car does she drive?
She drives a Subaru. What color? It's like a navy blue. Okay. She was right behind me, so she should be good.
Yeah, it's sad shit, man. Once again, that's a warning. Like, you don't see what I see, but that's what the live podcast. I play clips. Remember, I'm not speaking. Somebody else is. So if you're suffering with no kids, yo, respect this as a warning. You know, you blessed, man. Just like, kids are blessed, not so less. And that's a shitty situation in life, man. Like, I got 8 of them. Potentially 2 of them could pass away from the situation because they're too narcissistic, too controlling. But my situation, I already know energy, so I form my kids, and they're part of yo. Like, yeah, you're pretty boy, pretty girl, but inside I know you're broken like a glass. You're a circle to narcissistics, you know. So other parents doing this conversation, for the most part, no healing journey, I would take care of my kids, you know. So if, you know, it gets to the point, you know, you want to do the verbal threats to my kid type of situation, that's where the courts are there, the justice system is there every which way. So I'll take care of my kids as best as possible. Just for you. On top of the podcast, I'll make you go viral type of situation. Post you for you. Boys are too narcissistic, they hate getting exposed. Because they worry about what? Their reputation. Every which way. They don't want the whole universe to know, their parents to know they're fuckboy fuckgirls, they're zombies, they're accidents, they're bully, racist, and bullshit. Yeah. The whole universe, once again, like, to make this, nobody can stop the spiritual warfare, but you can prevent it by telling your story. Yo, this is my ex. This is what I went through and shit. There's red flags that I missed. Yeah, so anyone gets involved with my ex-wives, just observe this. Maybe they're doing the healing journey. Maybe my ex working on themselves. I don't know. I don't talk to them anymore. But if you get involved with them, this is my personal story of what I dealt with. That's a positive. The only one that gets triggered by that are the circle of zombies. The boys are too narcissistic because they don't want the whole universe to know who the fuck they really are. I met him at church. Wow. Church is, once again, church is not the issue. The Bible is not the issue. God, the universe, it's the person, it's the beings inside the church. That's the issue. It's the beings that telling you everything you want to hear. The downfall is they're selling you a dream. You don't comprehend that yet. You don't know what energy is yet, So yeah, once again, see the situation. And then once again, when it comes to the grieving journey, everybody has their own grieving journey. Like, some people can handle death at a certain part, be okay with this, some become numb, some don't know what to do with their feelings, You can be in a healthy relationship, and from there wise, my message to my brother passed away, I was in this relationship, I lost my feelings, so I broke up with my girlfriend. I didn't know what to do with my feelings at all. And then the mother of boys, she knew my brother, she picked me up when I was down. So remember this, to form people, like, if you're in a healthy relationship, on the overall loving type of situation, and your partner loses like a close family member, and they break up with you because they're become numb, they're not with the feelings. If you want to be patient, wait for them, you can. That's your free will choice, But they, you can still wait. They can still push you away. Like, I'm not ready, because they're emotionally vulnerable. They don't know what to do. They're just numb. Like, I became numb. So, but don't get into relationships. If you lose a family member, you break up with your partner, and then somebody picks you up when you're down. Like my situation, mother of boys. You're hurt. Hurt people. Not intentional, but we do. No healing journey, just a journey. Heal people. We heal people. God forewarned. Because we'll be doing the healing journey, and we tell these stories to pay it forward, so you don't become us and many of us, as a forewarning. So, yeah, once again, it's another shitty situation, That's what I'm saying for everybody out there. Like, if you start your healing journey, have real support teams, you can potentially prevent a lot of this pain, because now you're observing. And then try not to bring kids in the world and the universe yet until you're ready. I tell my kids and all young kids in marriage, wait till you're like 30, 40 years old. Make sure you're established for yourself as one being. The potential to be there established, and maybe potentially now you can do like kids, family, marriage, and all that lovey-dovey stuff. Potentially, if not, it's not gonna work in your favor. But love you guys. Have a blessed night. Take care. Be safe. See y'all sometime next week. Remember, I'm always in your pocket 24/7, 365. Please don't feel alone. Whatever platform I'm on, you can reach out. Maybe a lot of platforms. Just look for Coach Reader Podcast, and then I got you guys. Once again, real support team to hold you and guide you with your mental health, healing journey, your feelings, especially if you want love. But before love, you gotta learn how to love yourself first. Because if you don't got you, then who got you? The universe? Yes. God, Buddha? Yes. Emotional and spiritual? Yes, they do. But physically, anybody can walk away. No one's got to stay. Either tell you met them at church, whatever, religious, spiritual. They could be counselor therapists. They don't matter. They could be a priest, and they could still cheat on you. Still whoop your ass. But I love you guys. Have the best night. Take care. Be safe. Have a good weekend. Take care. Be as well. Love you guys. Take care. Ciao, ciao. Tita Squad. Love you guys. Take care. Be safe. Ciao, ciao. Tita Squad, love you guys, take care, be safe, ciao, ciao. IG, love you guys, take care, be safe, ciao, ciao. And then Twitch, love you guys, take care, be safe.